Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. To those who just watched our video, we are Lames Farm, a farm in the Philippines practicing natural farming. For today's video, we will show you how we set up our Azolla ponds, and also we will share how we manage dead Azolla. To those who do not know, Azolla is a good nitrogen fertilizer and a great feed for farm animals as it has good amount of protein, essential amino acids that are actually needed for growth of every farm animals. So here's our Azolla setup, guys. Looks great. It is surrounded by coconut trees but not too close to the tree to avoid getting damaged when a coconut parts fall down, because that can't be avoided. We'll talk about how we set up our Azolla farming later. For now, let's talk why Azolla dies, as what you can see in the video, so you will have an idea where to place your Azolla ponds and what's the best thing to do when they die. Azolla turns brick red when they're about to die, and we found three main reasons why they die. First is too much sunlight. Second is too dark, and third is fresh manure fertilizer. So this is how dead Azolla looks like, guys, and we put this in our compost pile and we can later put it in our garden. So here's what we need to do for us to have a successful Azolla farming. As you can see in this pond, it is very green and looks healthy. This is a good setup to start your Azolla farming. Materials are not expensive, which is good for trial. What we need to start Azolla farming are the following. First, wood or any material you can use for pond framing. Second is tarp. Any kind of tarp will do, the thicker the better. Third is micro nets to be attached on top of the tarp so Azolla won't jump out of the pond during rainy season. Then sunshade net to protect the Azolla from too much sun exposure. You can check our TikTok shop, Lames Farm, for this product. There are many things to learn and unlearn along the way of farming Azolla. There are times that even if you try to follow instructions in farming, they still turns brown. So here's what you need to do when you see Azollas dying, and this is just based on our experience. We remove those brown or brick red Azolla and add more dried manure. Then we check if there are tadpoles in the water, then we try to remove them as well. Well, we are not really sure if they are causing Azolla to die, because there are ponds that we see tadpoles, yet Azolla looks healthy still. So if you know something we don't know, kindly share your ideas by leaving a comment. After removing dead Azolla, we get ones from healthy ponds, then put on where we added more dried manure, because sometimes the cause is lack of nutrients, especially nitrogen. So the bottom line for us to be successful in growing Azolla is that first, start as early as now. Second, do daily monitoring. Third, record the progress. Four, analyze the problem you are getting. Fifth, find the best solution. And number 6, never give up. Instead, keep moving forward. I hope we all become successful in farming, because the world needs people like us who loves to produce healthy foods. So here is our Azolla and duckweed ponds, guys. We set up an improvised pond using tarpaulin or trapal in Tagalog, placed in between a wooden rectangular box. We call this trapond in Filipino term. So far as we observed, It is working good, although yes, it is not long lasting, but a good way to start. This is efficient and effective. We were able to maximize our investment in this kind of setup. We are using a strainer to harvest our azolla and duckweed. We just extended its handle with a long stable stick, which somehow made our harvesting more convenient. After harvesting, we wash it thoroughly. Next time we will try giving it to our chickens without washing, and let's see how will this affect them. Because as far as I know, plants are naturally clean. Am I right or wrong? Please comment down to correct me. And this is how we give it to our chickens. Continue to watch because we will give you a tip when the best time to feed this natural feed to chickens that are used to commercial feed, because change of diet actually affects the productivity of chickens. So don't just give it to them whenever you like to. Scheduling is also important in farming. Now let us show you a sneak peek on how we put a fertilizer to our ponds. By the way, this is duckweed, those tiny ones, and those brown are dead azolla. So the fertilizer we use is dried carabao manure. We tried using fresh manure, but it was too strong that kills our azolla. But duckweed actually loves fresh manure. We installed micro nets on top, so when it's raining, they won't jump out of the pond. So we just pour it in the pond with water and scatter it using bamboo stick. We do not put azolla and duckweed right away. We let it rest overnight so the manure and water will come together and the nutrients will be equally distributed in the whole pond. Our chickens love it so much that they go crazy about it. If you've watched our last vlog about the effective treatment for the hens who stop laying eggs, we mentioned there that if your chickens are fed with commercial feed since day one, you better not mix this azolla and duckweed in the bought feed because it is not helpful. Your broilers will have slow growth and your hens will stop laying eggs based on our experience. So you better just buy chicks and feed them natural feed since day one so they will get used to it. So what we actually do, we separately or we purely give our chickens with natural feed during lunch and then trusted brand of commercial feed by morning and evening. So that's all for today, guys. Remember that trial and error is part of farming success. Not everything that works for us and others will also work for you 100%.